You're welcome once again. So you're back to your channel, your favorite channel, Gunners TV. Uh, by at the end of watching this video, please share, like, and subscribe. So today we'll be talking also about transfers once more. There are rumors currently of Arsenal bidding for Man City players Raheem Sterling and Riyad Mahrez. Uh, Confirmations on that is still not quite sure yet. But at least there are a few mutters of them making inquiries on those players. So let's see the way the transfer season goes. Hopefully, Arsenal is able to get those players on board. Also, also the talks on Ben White from Brighton. There's a talk on Lokongo from Anderlecht. There is a few mutters on possibly Locatelli. It seems Saliba might not still be in the plans for the coming season, and it's raising a lot of dust on Twitter. You would see a lot of Arsenal fans and Arsenal fan zones talking about the unfair treatment of William Saliba, who was signed from the French league. So there are still matters of unfair treatment of Arteta on Saliba, because everybody expected Saliba was going to be playing for last season. He wasn't playing. We ended up using David Luiz. We had David Luiz. We had Mustafi, and yet Saliba, a young guy coming fresh from the French league, Saint Etienne to be precise, and yet he didn't end up featuring for Arsenal. He went on loan last season at OGC Nice, and now he's still looking like he's still not going to be given a chance to play. So he's getting a lot of Arsenal fans agitated, reacting, negative reactions, majorly negative reactions, because people are feeling he's unfairly treated by Arteta. And to a large extent, I think I want to agree, because currently we have Socrates is going, Mustafi is gone, David Luiz is going, so at least there is adequate space for a player like Saliba. Mavropanos is also going permanently, so why then would he not still be willing to give Saliba enough chance to play? So, but let's still see the way it goes. At least the off season is still quite fresh, so let's see what happens after the Euros. And also, uh, there's still the discussions on Shaka. So let's see what happens if it turns out that Roma ends up snapping him up. Hopefully, it's going to be a huge relief, because it's someone Arsenal has wanted to offload for quite a while, but we've not been able to. Teams didn't come when we initially wanted to let him out, and when Roma came, they were not willing. They initially were not willing to pay the 20 million which Arsenal was asking for, but now it seems they are willing to pay that. So hopefully, let's see the way that goes. There is also Torreira, who Lazio want to sign, and there is talks about an instrumental pay of 10 million, initial 10 million, and a balance of I think 10 million also by next season. So hopefully, let's see what happens with those two. There's also mutters on Dominic Calvert-Lewin. There's talks on Alexander Isak. There's also talk on the Andre Silva. So let's see what happens with those three. Hopefully, there's also talks on the guy from Brentford. I can't quite put a finger on his name now. Ivan Toney. So there are a lot of prospects there, a lot of players who Arsenal are talking of signing. Hopefully, our 250 million transfer kitty comes from Conke. And if Conke is not willing to pay, you should please let Daniel Ek take over. Everybody wants Daniel Ek to take over. I'm hearing Daniel Ek is partnering with a Saudi Arabian. So hopefully, let's see what happens on that too. If Conke is not willing to drop the funds, you should please let Daniel Ek to take over. For the first time in 26 years, Arsenal is out of Europe, which is something that Hasn't happened to Arsenal in quite a while. So we need massive investment now. We need the owner to actually step in, bring in the money, bring in the funds, so that the club can actually move forward. We need that fund. And also, stories broke today of our darling Steve Bold, who is finally leaving the club after 33 years of being a player and also being a assistant coach. Finally, he's moving on to better things. We wish him all the best. Seems something is going wrong with us now, because all the core of the team and the football club in its entirety are gradually leaving, and it's leaving a huge vacuum. Hopefully it cannot be sorted out, because having an individual like that who has devoted 33 years into the club, having to leave it is a huge one. It's a sign that there's something really going on wrong. He's not the first one leaving in quite a while. There was stories of Gonasoros also leaving after some 20 something years at the beginning of the season, and now this. So hopefully Arsenal can get its act together and we can move forward from this. So for now, that's all I have for now. Hopefully tomorrow I can bring you more fresh, juicy stories. So bye for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks very much. Goodbye for now.